1. Barcelona. Barcelona contains both the authentically historic and the wildly bizarre. From the scenic trails of the colorful Parc Güell to the romantic narrow alleys of Barri Gòtic, from the beachside nightclubs to the city's dozens of sacred churches and architectural marvels, this city by the sea seems to attract all types: the adventurer, the couple, the partier, the culture lover, and more, with an almost overwhelming variety of things to do. You could stay for a few days, but chances are you'll need a whole week to explore. In Barcelona, even the beach is bustling, but it's really the cosmopolitan city that gets all the attention. Much of the activity revolves around Las Ramblas, a series of narrow streets and alleys packed with restaurants, nightclubs and a vibrant pedestrian market. But you should also take a tour of Antoni Gaudí's masterpieces. Gaudí is responsible for sites like Casa Mila, Casa Batlló and La Sagrada Família. You also shouldn't miss out on the eclectic shopping scene and the region's exquisite food and wine. You see why we suggest a week vacation? To get a lay of the land, consider signing up for one of the city's best guided tours. 2. Seville. The passion of a flamenco dancer, the dedication of a bullfighting matador and the laid-back indulgence of an afternoon siesta are not merely romanticized memories of a long-ago Spain. These cultural traditions are prominent aspects of life in Seville and throughout the country's southernmost Andalusia region. A city marked by Jewish, Islamic and Christian influences. Seville shows evidence of each religion's presence in its church facades, minarets and former ghettos. Travelers who appreciate a good dose of history between leisurely strolls along narrow streets and relaxed, drawn-out meals will swoon over Seville's centuries-old neighborhoods and cultural offerings. Plan to spend your time in Seville indulging in tapas at a street corner cafe or listening to an impromptu guitarist's tunes in an open-air plaza. Though the sunshine and laid-back lifestyle may lure you to relax your days away, be sure to make time for visits to the parks, gardens and palaces that showcase the city's complex history and architectural splendor. If you look closely, you'll spot No8DO on city buses, benches, bicycle racks and even manhole covers. A rebus for the Spanish phrase, no me ha dejado, No8DO translates to, it, Seville, has not abandoned me. Commit that slogan to memory because it's likely you'll adapt this mantra yourself. Once you've seen the charms of Seville, your experience will stick with you for quite some time. 3. Madrid. In many ways, Madrid is similar to many other international metropolises. It's Spain's largest city, has the largest population, is the capital and is the center for international business. But, before you jump to conclusions, hush. If you listen carefully, you can hear the gentle melodies of the Spanish guitar, the swish of a flamenco dancer's skirt, and the happy laughter from a midday meal infused with too many glasses of sangria. Yes, Madrid is for travelers interested in famous paintings and stunning architecture, but it's also, and maybe more so, for those looking for an unhurried good time. 4. Granada. Granada's allure is perhaps its most palpable force, enticing visitors long before their scheduled arrival. Tucked away among the Sierra Nevada mountains in southern Spain, this Andalusian gem is awash with an infectious European charm as well as a strong sense of mystery brought on by its storied history. In Granada, churches were once the sites of mosques, bakeries formerly bathhouses and shops primarily served tea instead of tapas. Though the days of dynasties changing and cultures clashing are long gone, what's left is a tangible sense of tradition begging to be understood. But that doesn't mean it's not appreciated. Granada's history as a former Moorish empire fascinates, its age-old architecture enchants and its rich culture enthralls the scores of travelers who make the trek to this small Spanish city every year. And visitors may quickly discover that in Granada, anything is possible. You can catch a flamenco show in caves once inhabited by African gypsies, shop goods that can be found on the streets of Morocco, hike the foothills of Spain's largest national park and, with Granada's thriving tapas scene, never pay a dime for dinner. So when in Granada, embrace the city in all its unique forms and if anything, allow yourself to get completely lost in its splendor, you won't regret it. 5. Majorca. Majorca, the largest of the collection of islands located off the east coast of Spain, is also the most diverse of the Balearics. Although it's true that the same aquamarine waters that lap Ibiza, its southwestern neighbor, also roll onto Majorca's pristine shores, Majorca's landscape holds many more treasures. For examples, look no further than the island's Serra de Tramuntana mountain range, which lines the northern coast and drops into the rocky Cap de Formentor, or the inland swaths of green that are draped in olive, almond and carob groves. And its medieval town, Palma, with its soaring cathedrals and palaces and its quaint streets and squares, are in their own way just as delightful to behold. Couple that with a local culture that appreciates good food, good wine and fun, summer is a non-stop party. And you'll start to wonder, Why not Majorca? 6. Bilbao. Although this northern Spanish city is best known for housing the Guggenheim, there's more to Bilbao than its famed museum. Bilbao sits in the middle of a beautiful valley, affording incredible views of the city and its rolling hills. Visit Casco Viejo, the city's old town, for delectable pinchos, Basque tapas, and to explore Park Etxeberria, where you'll find some of Bilbao's best vistas. Or, ride the Funicular de Artexanda for even more spectacular panoramas. No visit would be complete without checking out the world-renowned Guggenheim and other local cultural institutions, such as the Museo de Bellas Artes de Bilbao. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like.